According to the Diabetes, Obesity and Lifestyle study that was conducted by the Australian Institute of Health and Welfare between 1999 and 2000, 60% of all Australians had been overweight or obese. To bring those numbers forward to the year 2020 would mean that 80% of all Australians would be either overweight or obese, and 1/3 of all children. Obesity has overtaken smoking as a leading cause of premature death and disability and is equally avoidable. So if we look behind the rise in numbers of obesity, we find a few very surprising facts. In the 70s, there was a strong increase in cardiovascular disease, and several studies blamed saturated fats as a cause of it. This has since been proven not correct, but the low-fat craze has taken off, and by now your supermarket shelves are full of low-fat foods. Now, low-fat foods are not necessarily low-calorie, and low-fat foods are not necessarily healthy. If you look at the nature of food, there are two elements within food that carry taste. One is fat and one is sugar. So by taking the fat out of food to prevent it from tasting like sawdust, the structure and consistency, the texture of food has to be altered with adding certainly emulsifiers and chemicals, and usually a lot of sugar is added. This happened more since 1975 with the onset of high fructose corn syrup in food processing. High fructose corn syrup is 20% sweeter than sugar, has a very nice emulsifying texture, gives you that feeling of richness, and is a lot cheaper than sugar. So it's by now in most processed foods and certainly in all soft drinks. Well, and since then, there is a steady rise of obesity and cancer. Besides being a health and lifestyle issue, it's also damaging future generations. And the Primary Care Respiratory Journal in 2011 published a study that the per capita sugar consumption is associated with severe childhood asthma. And that's a study of 53 countries. It's too many countries to be just taken as an accident, and it's a too severe issue to be brushed aside and said, oh well, it's our choice what we eat. We owe it to our children that we have a responsible way of dealing with food, and looking into what you eat and what you can avoid may help to keep yourself and future generations a lot healthier.